Hey guys, happy Thursday. Hopefully everybody's survived another day, and I'm hoping you guys are all still healthy and making the best of this situation. We'll do one last little phenology day for the week, and then hey, on the bright side, you guys have a nice 4-day weekend coming up, so you'll, you'll get to relax and hang around the house. So we'll start. Well, we do have a pun of the day. How do I? All right, let's move over to the board. All right, today we will once again have two phonologies that we'll do today, so that'll hopefully hold you over for the weekend. So let us begin today with a little phonology. Today we have two. Let's start with the zebra jumping spider, which is a small little spider that, and both of these are probably a little early just because weather-wise, I don't think if we had some nice sunshine or if we were getting close to 50, there'd be a better chance of finding these. But hopefully soon you'll be able to spot these. Zebra jumping spiders are small little spiders. Well, probably not even that big. They're about yay big. And they get their name because obviously they jump. So they do not spin webs. They are a hunting spider, and you will see them. Typically, the easiest spot to find them this time of year would be on your house, and primarily on the south side of your house, or sometimes even on the west side of your house, because they're the ones that receive the most sunlight. They need things to be warm, and typically what they're doing is they're out hunting for insects that are also hanging out in those warmer areas on the side of your house. So they get their name from the stripe patterns. They're black and white striped, and they're jumping spiders, which means they hunt. They do not spin webs. They still have spinnerets. All spiders do. In fact, they made a little casing that they hibernated in over the winter out of webbing, but they don't spin a web to catch their prey. Instead, they have to hunt. So if we had some sunshine, maybe someday this weekend, I know next week I saw some days we're possibly going to be up into the 50s. Check out on the side of your house, and you'll probably be able to find these little guys sneaking around. And then I mean, they're not dangerous. So if you go and poke at them or get close to them, they do jump, which is why they're called jumping spiders. So kind of neat to see. The other one, a plant that you should all be familiar with. Zoom in. The dandelion. Oh, I didn't even write the name on there. Doggone it. I'll put that up there quick. Now, dandelions are probably not around yet, but again, we get some warmer weather. There's a good chance they will start popping up. Primarily, again, south side of your house, west side of your house, places where the snow has melted away. Once the ground thaws out, they might start popping up. Now let's start with the name, because I would guarantee, well, I can't guarantee, but most of you, I'm guessing, are going to get this wrong. If I said, why are they called dandelions? Anybody? Yeah. And that's what I expected you to say, but that's wrong. It's nothing to do with them looking like a lion's mane or anything like that. The name actually comes from the leaves, which reminded scientists or the people that named them of a lion's teeth. Okay? The word dent means tooth. So if you think of like a dentist or dentures, things like that. So it was dente lion, tooth of the lion, which then they think as it got switched into English or changed around, kind of got lost or morphed into dandelion. But it comes from the Latin dente, meaning teeth. Now, once these start popping up, I know everybody gets annoyed with dandelions. No one really likes dandelions, but early in spring, it's kind of nice to see them because they do provide a little color. And then once they take over your yard, you can go back to hating them. Dandelions are fast growers, which you'll see if you mow lawn. It's kind of creepy, actually. Like if you mow and then, like most people do, you go in, get cleaned up, and then go sit out on the deck. This is in the summertime, not gonna be this time of year, but you'll notice that nice like lawn that's cut all to one height. Like even an hour later, there will be these headless dandelion stems that will be this much taller than the grass. So even though you've cut them in half, they are still growing and going up. They are very difficult to get rid of also, and that deals with their roots. I mean, one, they have very soft stems, so if you grab a dandelion and go to tear it out, you'll just rip the stem off, and then the roots are still in place. Does anybody remember what kind of roots they would have? No, not fibrous. Yep, exactly, a taproot. So they have a long, thick taproot. So if you grab it and try to pull it out of the ground, it's probably going to tear. So what you need to do, and I used to make fun, not make fun, but used to kind of stereotype these as being like grandpa things that you would see. But now I have one, so I guess they're cool now. So, but if you ever see people with those things, they almost look like a cane, like a walking stick, and they've got a claw on the end. But those work awesome. You poke them in the ground and then twist and then pull out, and it pulls the whole root out with it. Because if you don't remove the root, the dandelion comes right back. Um, they're very similar to like a virus. You're never going to win the battle against them. You just try to limit it as best you can. Now, the ones that make it to seed, the seeds of the dandelion are those white puffballs. So they kind of start out looking like the sun and then transform into looking like the moon. And those seeds would obviously be transported how? Yeah, the wind. So when the wind blows, they blow it. And that's what's so frustrating about dandelions, because you can do everything possible. Very similar to the virus. You do everything possible to keep your yard clean from dandelions, and then your neighbor doesn't. And then the dandelions go to seed, and all those seeds come drifting into your yard, and pretty soon all the dandelions are back, which is why so many people turn to chemicals, which you can kill them with chemicals, which does a good job of keeping your lawn green, but it also is not the greatest thing for the environment. So your best thing is just try to stay on top of pulling them, and then maybe not being quite so uptight about them, because they usually by July they've kind of faded out and you don't see dandelions as much anymore. That's all I could think of. That's probably about it. One other thing I did want to try today, while I've got this hooked up, is just to see what happens if we play a video. And now I'm not seeing my recorder piece anyway, so kind of like yesterday, I've lost the capability of doing that. So I guess I won't test out a video today. Again, hope you're doing fine. I do surprisingly miss seeing all of you guys and hearing conversations and things like that. So hopefully you've got people that you're chatting with, whether it's hopefully not face to face, or if not, at least 6 feet apart. But whether you're Snapchatting or emailing or FaceTiming people, hopefully you've got people you can talk to, because that's obviously a big part of our life here. Hope things are going well. That's about it. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back with another video probably next Monday or Tuesday, or maybe this weekend if it gets boring at home. We'll see. All right, take care, and once again, hopefully we'll see you guys soon.